So we have now seen the different kinds of variables. And next thing that we should know is that we can define what kind of variable that I'm going to create. Okay, what I mean is that if I wanted to create an integer, and if I wanted to create only an integer, I can say, well, my integer with a colon, and say what kind of type do I want. Int, for example, for integer now equals to something like 5. So the Android Studio actually understands when I assign the value of 5 to x or any variable. But if I want an integer, but only an integer, I can just define this with this method. Right in here, I can say val r as a double, okay, and it's going to be equal to 5. And as you can see, it gives me error. What error? It says that we expect a double, but you give us an integer. So I have to say 5.0 to make it double, right? So as you can see, I have prevented it r to be an integer by mistake. I have to give it a double value. So maybe our user will input some value, and if I want to convert this into a double or an integer or a string or anything, I may have to predefine the kinds of variable that I want to create. Like in this case, I want r to be double, not an integer. Okay, so I think you now understand the difference of predefining or not. I can do this in strings as well, right? I can say, well, my name is going to be a string and it's going to be Lars. So this is the same thing with saying, well, my name equals to Lars, but I'm predefining the type of the variable here. And I can do this in the boolean as well, obviously. And please note that not every time we're going to have an initial value. In most of the cases, a user will provide us some values. So we're going to use this predefining kinds a lot in our applications, in our projects. And it will help us to properly organize our code and work with variables effectively. Okay.